Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga Moments. I'm Janice, and today we are going to do some yoga for mindfulness. So slowing it down and really bringing the yoga inside today. I have a hand towel here. If you have one, grab one. We'll set it to the side. We might use it later. And whenever you're ready, we will check in, come into a comfortable seat. And for you, maybe that means you're at the edge of your chair, your feet are on the ground. Wherever you are, see if you can find that alignment within. So you can close your eyes, get situated with your head over your heart over your pelvis. And we'll start by lengthening our breath. So see if you can lengthen the inhale, lengthen the exhale. So I'm not counting because I want you to tune into your own breath, and everyone is a little bit different. But really see if you can drop in here. And if you're having trouble getting still, don't worry. Everyone does. And today is only today. It's this moment. So if you're having, a day or a week that's not going quite the way you planned, don't worry about it. You've shown up here. Anything you need will still be here when you're done, so it'll still be waiting for you. And when you're ready, just see if you can bring your awareness to how your body is moving with that breath. So, does the breath stop in your throat? Does it stop in your chest? Does it stop in your belly? Can you soften your jaw or your eyes? Or is there anywhere that you're feeling a little bit of tension? If you are, take a breath, just soften. So just bringing our awareness around to where we need it. And then I encourage you, if you can, see if you can feel the air on your skin. So maybe it's on your arms, your legs. Just get in touch with that. Get in touch with the air on your face. If you're wearing, leggings or pants or sweater like I am, see if you can explore the feeling, the sensation of the clothing on your skin. And if you're wondering what's next, come back to the moment. Explore here. So yoga's really good for the body, but it's also really good for the mind. And sometimes it's more challenging for the mind. See if you can lengthen your breath. And see if you notice any subtle changes with your breathing. You might find that one part of your body will suddenly just soften just by taking the time to check in. And then when you're ready, see if you can bring your awareness to the space around you. So if you're more comfortable opening your eyes and taking a look and just observing, go for it. Go slow, observe, where are the walls, where are the space? Or if your eyes are closed, maybe you just feel the space around you. And if you're like, honestly, Janice, what are we doing? Just explore. See if you can, what if? Maybe you notice, the space between your arms and your body, or the space between your fingers. Continue to deepen the breath. Maybe you notice where your shoulders are, if they're even or level. And you don't necessarily have to correct it. If that's how you're comfortable, then that's great. just observe. Really slowing it down today, really challenging ourselves. When you're ready, you can open your eyes if they're not already. And we're just going to start doing circles with our wrists. So I'm stretching out my fingers here, really trying to create this stretch across my palm for all the little tiny muscles in our hands. Just bringing awareness to those and how they feel. Something that in any given day we might just, sign our receipts and type up a few things and not really pay attention. So bringing a little mindfulness, slowing it down. I don't know if you can hear my wrist cracking, but if yours are cracking, mine are too, so don't worry. And then we'll come into our standing posture, so Tadasana. And again, as always, see if we can create this lift here. So mindfully moving and using those muscles. So really engaging the pelvic floor to lift up, navel drawing in and up towards the spine. And then I'm going to lift my heart up to the sky. And as I lift my heart up to the sky, I'm pressing into all four corners of my feet to come all the way up. Beautiful. So let's see if we can replicate this nice alignment here with our standing posture in Tadasana. So pressing into all four corners of the feet. And if you have to shimmy, shake, take what you need here. And then see if you can find stillness. So really drawing up from the arches, creating that support from within, and pelvic floor still lifting up, navel's drawing in and up. Maybe open your palms, lift your chest. Take a big breath, soften here. And then when you're ready, we're going to swim our arms back behind us. So I turn my palms, I'm going to reach back behind me, and I'm going to bring my hands together. So I'm interlacing my fingers. If that's something where you're like, my arms aren't coming together behind me, grab your towel, and you can always grab your towel back behind you like this. So we're really opening our chest here, bringing our shoulder blades together, keeping that mindfulness in our body. So seeing, if I reach back, am I collapsing into my right hip or my left hip, or am I keeping this alignment? So finding this within myself, wherever you are, see if you can inhale, reach your heart up, reach your hands a little bit down, but mostly back. So we're just opening our chest here, checking in with what's engaged and what's not. So am I still pressing into all four corners of my feet? Am I lifting out of my pelvis? Am I creating that space between my pelvis and my heart? Are my thoughts starting to wander? And just deepen your breath here. So I'm not, really cranking back, but I'm creating a lot of space in the front of my body. I'm reaching back a little bit. So hands are dropping down and away. One more breath here. And exhale, we'll release the hands. Inhale, bend the feet, bend the knees. Reach up and see if you can really, when you're doing this, connect your hands to your shoulders so that whole line up, everything is connected here. Really drawing our hands up towards our shoulders and engaging through the entire process here. So sweeping the arms up, mindful that, we're connected to our shoulders. And on an exhale, we're going to float it all the way down here. So coming into a forward fold. If you're not able to do a complete, forward fold, then grab your chair and you can just soften in the knees, bend in the knees, come all the way down and bring your forearms down if that's comfortable for you. Let your head hang heavy here. And maybe you sway a little bit. So just mindfully exploring that little bit of movement. And sometimes the biggest shifts happen in the smallest of spaces. So just honoring that today. If you are in a complete forward fold, go for it. Bring your tummy to your thighs, hands to the ground, and you can walk it out a little left and right. So find yourself here. Listen to your body. And then as slowly as we can, whether you're on the chair or at the ground, we're going to inhale and just roll up. See if we can really slow it down. Experience every second of this, every moment here. And we're going to see if we can slowly, one by one, stack our vertebrae. Do a nice long spine. Inhale, we'll lift the shoulders. Exhale, right onto our back. So bringing those shoulder blades together behind us. We're going to inhale one more time. Again, see if you can find this connection from one hand all the way to the other hand now. So it's not just my shoulder and my hand. I'm trying to go from this hand all the way to this hand. Really bringing that full awareness across my body. I'm going to inhale, sweep it up. Really connecting here. And actually I'll turn and face you. Taking the right hand to the left wrist. I'm going to inhale and just reach over with my left hand. Right hand is just a little bit of traction here on my left wrist, so just a little bit of elongation in that stretch. And noticing whether or not I'm collapsing into my right side, or if I'm, lifting up and out of my pelvis here. Breathing deep. Bringing that awareness to the left side of my body and the right, so creating space on both sides. Breathe here. And then listening to your body. So when your body says, hey, I'm ready to switch, switch. So when your body's ready to switch might be different than when mine is. And part of the mindfulness practice is learning to listen. And part of all yoga in general is learning to listen. So, I just shifted my foundation a little bit because my left hip was saying, I'm not out in the right spot. So listening, learning to listen here. Breathing deep into that right side, this time lifting up from the left. We're going to inhale back to center. And then exhale the hands all the way down. So again, creating this awareness from my right hand to my left and my left hand back to my right. Across my chest, across my shoulders. There we go. We're going to come into a seated posture. You're doing awesome. We're almost there. Set the towel to the side. And again, we're going to find a comfortable seated posture for ourselves because, we're the star of the show. Even though we're practicing mindfulness, if you don't put that awareness into yourself, it becomes a lot more challenging to put that awareness into others and the world around you. So really tapping into our goodness and that perfect being that we are. So if that felt a little weird to you, don't worry. Just ignore that weirdness. And, what if we were the perfect being in this body, in this perfect place and time? Because wherever you are is exactly where you're meant to be. So don't doubt it, trust it. See if you can find that support and that trust from within. To wrap up today, we're going to do a little breath of fire. So find your alignment, press into those sit bones, draw your navel in and up. And for breath of fire, we're going to do a rapid exhale. So you're going to draw your navel in and up sharp. So, and if this feels weird and you're like, I'm really not sure, just practice. Just play with it. See how it goes. No, there's no pressure to get it right. It's just exploring and practice. So take a big breath in and you can close your eyes if you want to. The inhale will be passive. If you find you're running out of breath, you can shorten your exhale just a little bit. And again, play with it. So breathe in and Drop your shoulders away from your ears if they're creeping up. Bring that mindfulness. One more time. Let it out. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Soften everywhere you can. Everywhere that's needed. So we'll take 3 breaths here. Close your eyes. Find stillness. Notice how you're feeling now compared to when we started. Notice how your lungs feel, how your legs feel, how your hips feel. And trust yourself. Your awareness, as you start to practice this, will go to what you need to be aware of. So as we start to learn that mindfulness, that awareness, and that trust, things start to unfold. They do. Trust yourself. Thank you so much for inviting me in. We'll bring our hands to our heart. And from my heart to yours, Namaste.